Joining us for the latest, it's going to be the last managerial interview of this season, is manager Neil Baker. Bates was chatting to some of the Hampton fans as they walked past, and I don't think many of them would have seen that final scoreline. First 5 to 10 minutes, Hampton put you under a lot of pressure. Then you've dominated the game. Starting the second half, you've had some chances. I mean, the save from Julian from Cumberbatch, the shot, and then a minute later they've equalised with the penalty, and then they've gone on and before that goal they weren't in it, but after that,
I mean, they started well first 5 minutes. I don't think we got out of the half for the first 5 minutes, had to defend. We said at half time actually showed a bit of character after obviously Dartford on Saturday, to not concede early, but then I thought we were really fluid, thought we were really good, as good as we've been for a while, to be honest. I thought there were some good performances. You know, we broke on them loads. You know, where we've got to be critical is you know, got to punish teams. You know, we've obviously got 1-0 up. We've got to punish them. We've got to punish them when we're on top. Try and get that second goal, because it's so massive in football. I think if we get the second goal, I think we have a comfortable afternoon, because, as I said, they were not in it other than the first 5 minutes. And from the moment they get a penalty, you know, obviously it's a penalty given against Sean. It's probably a penalty. You know, the lad's just gone to whip a cross in, and he's tried to sort of block it, and momentum takes your hand. You know, so you know there's no criticism on Sean. But then we just didn't take control back of the game. You know, and yeah, they're going to obviously have their tails up and everything, but to concede the second goal is just really, really poor, and obviously then throw caution to the wind, and you know, you throw another youngster on, and but it's just bitterly disappointing, because we were really good for periods of today. We were really, really good. But you know, maybe that's just where we lack a little bit. You know, you've got to see games out. You know, I think over the last sort of few weeks we've had. You know, we've gone 1-0 up here, we've gone 1-0 up against Chelmsford, we've gone 1-0 up against Concord, and you know, between those 3 games we picked up 2 points, and yeah, tough afternoon, because for so long we were in control of the game, and you know, to come and lose 3-1, and it could have been 4-1 at the end. You know, I thought it was a foul anyway, but it could have been 4-1 at the end, and I think it would have been a pretty unjust scoreline. I'm sure Gary's pretty honest. I'm sure he'd probably say that's how he would have seen it as well. You know, you could hear him at half time, he wasn't happy with their lot. And yeah, it's a real disappointing last 25 minutes of the season, when for 60 minutes, 65 minutes, it'd been reasonably positive.
Does it give you a lot to ponder over the summer holidays? Because you've obviously got a good set of youngsters coming through, but you're going to need maybe a little bit. I think today's maybe shown that you need an experienced player who's going to score one of those goals. You can't rely on the youngsters to get it. Is that going to be an aim for you during the summer, if you can?
Honestly, I don't know, Ade. I don't know. We are hamstrung a little bit, and you know, we're going to have to see where we are. I'm not going to think about anything at the moment. It's clearly there's things that are going to have to happen and whatever else, but I don't know. Being brutally honest, I don't know. You know, like, clearly we need a goal scorer. Everyone needs a goal scorer. Unfortunately, where we are, you don't get the good goal scorers. You know, the top goal scorers, you don't get them. And so, you know, sometimes you're fishing in a different market, trying to find that little gem. You know, and we've had that obviously with Alfonso, you know, for long periods, and obviously Tyler, but they're not easy to find, and you know, yeah, but we've got to try and unearth, you know, 1 or 2. Yeah, just you know, sorry, I'm quite downbeat. I'm quite downbeat, because you know, we should never have lost today's game. We should never have lost the game, and we've come off and we've lost it, and the change room was definitely silent, because everyone knew we were in control of the game, and that's unfortunately, you know, an issue for us.
I know you're a bit downbeat, but you know, if you look at a lot of predictions for this season. A lot of people would have put Slough either bottom or in the bottom three. You know, you're going to probably finish just outside the top 10 now with other teams playing next week. That's still a very, very good season, bearing in mind
it is.
What you've got with the youngsters. And
yeah, it is. Some people won't necessarily see that, but it is. It's a tough league. There's no easy side in this league. You've got a side like Beveree. I don't know if they're still bottom. I don't know any results.
They've been relegated today.
They've been relegated today. So, you know, Beveree probably, you know, I don't know, a healthier budget than us, put it that way. You know, and they've been relegated from the league. And you know, as you say, I think there was a number of people that were tipping us to go down this year. And obviously we didn't start very well. And people were probably sitting there thinking, yeah, that'll be Slough. And we managed to turn it round. And you know, we've started to build a new squad, because that's what you have to do. You know, so yeah, from that point of view, you know, you've got to say it's been a reasonable season, but I don't want reasonable. You know, I don't want to be reasonable. I want to be fighting for things and challenging, and that's very difficult. We just have to sort of see where we go from here. You know, I'd like to, you know, obviously talk about Sean. He's very emotional, I think, today, and I thought he was excellent up until obviously giving away the penalty. He had an assist for the goal. I thought he was great. You know, he's been an absolute pleasure to manage. Been a very, very good player for us. And, you know, one obviously we inherited. You know, gutted to see somebody like him go, because it means something to him, and I think it means, you know, something to a lot of them, but you know, to Sean it really did. And you know, I know his family were here today, and you know, they should be proud of him. And the reception he got from the supporters was brilliant. Who also were fantastic, absolutely fantastic. You know, like, you can't ask for much more. You know, they give everything, and yeah. So yeah, it's really, really sad to see Sean go. I just hope, you know, once we announce the details of his testimonial, that everyone tries to get behind it. You know, even if you can't get there and you can buy a virtual ticket, you know, support Sean. You know, he's given so much to this club. But yeah, you know, we sign off in unfortunate terms, really. But this game, you know, thanks to Sean, thanks to the lads for the season. You know, they've put everything in. They all work hard. You know, they do the right things, and you know, maybe at times we just haven't been quite good enough. But you know, as I said, it's a tough league.
I think that the fact that you're looking back and finishing with a decent finish and saying it's a tough league and we're not done as well shows you how well we probably have done.
Yeah.
But thank you as ever for all your interviews, yourself and John.
Thanks.
It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the summer if you can.
Thanks, Ade.
Cheers, mate.